Leo is one of the 12 zodiac signs. Leos are born between July 23rd and August 22nd, and are unmistakably summer babies. Because this sign is represented by a lion, Leos are born with all of the pride and grandeur of the maned creature. Just like a lion is the natural lord of the jungle, Leos have an intuitive sense of leadership and the ability to effortlessly dominate over groups. They take a highly brave approach to life and are not afraid to step up and take charge of a situation. Hello and welcome back to Zephyr, your daily dose of awesome content. Before starting, please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and also turn on the notification bell. Also, if you want to have a free archetype reading that reveals your personality quirks, innate talents, and hidden weaknesses, check out the first link in the description. Now, let's jump back to the video. 1. Domineering. Leos are not fond of those who wish to share power, and they are likely to retaliate in unfavorable ways. Leos are born with the aptitude to rule, and they do so well. But with great power comes great responsibility. A good ruler must focus not just on themselves and their staff, but also on remaining humble and down to earth throughout the process. Leos struggle to know when to stop ruling and start listening. As a result, Leos are immensely dominant and tend to dominate people around them. This not only has a detrimental impact on the people for whom they have some leadership duty, but it also shows those who aren't subject to their control that they're practically totalitarian in their ways. They turn off potential employees before they even meet them or their organization. Leos are wonderful at bringing individuals under their control, but they don't know when to stop. As a result, they may cross lines with some of their subordinates. They also believe that they are the finest of the best when it comes to leadership. If you want to share a business improvement idea with a Leo, simply forget about it. It's difficult for them to see beyond their own amazing ideas, since they believe they always know what's best. They don't like it when people seek to share control, and they're inclined to retaliate in unpleasant ways. In this regard, living with a Leo might be challenging because, instead of being equal, they prefer to wear the pants in the relationship all of the time. 2. Pretentious. Leos are self-assured, and they always have a knack of letting people know they are good at something. Everyone wants to feel and look beautiful in their own flesh. Confidence is a great morale booster, and the more time you spend pumping yourself up for a goal, the more likely you are to succeed. When you have an important event coming up, it is common advice to visualize oneself excelling. That's because a lot of our accomplishments are predicated on how well we imagine things will go. When compared to individuals who don't attempt because they don't believe it's worth anything, your hope for achievement is what keeps you working harder and faster. While confidence is vital, rubbing it in the faces of others is the polar opposite of what you're aiming for here. Unfortunately, Leos have a knack of letting people know that they are talented in something, and never letting go of it. They believe they are all that, and while they are incredibly talented in the arts and business, their talent does not deserve such egocentric behavior. 3. Sensational, but not in a good way. Although Leos are kind at heart, if they are angry with you, they will not stop until they have made you out to be the villain. Leos have a wide range of characteristics that define them. Leos are often highly fiery people, from their strong leadership to their zest for life. In certain settings, their ferocious attitude and intensity can be fantastic. Combining the two things romantically results in a long and fulfilling relationship. But when their enthusiasm becomes sensationalism for their own problems, things start to go wrong. When Leos decide to open up to someone, they tend to exaggerate their troubles. They have an extremely theatrical view of the world, especially when it comes to themselves. To them, the entire world is a stage, and we are merely spectators watching their magnificent act. They're not afraid to express themselves, no matter how rude or exaggerated, and they'll make sure you pay attention. While this may work well in some cases, it does not in others. For example, if you need a lawyer, a Leo is a terrific person to have on your side. They know how to take a few contradictory points and weave them into an elegant and amazing story. On the other hand, if they're not on your side, it's easy to fall for their tall lies. If you are the target of their attack, they will not stop until they have made you out to be the villain. Whether or not they are experiencing those troubles to that extent, a Leo's dramatics are part of their package. Leo's partners can attest to this all too readily. 4. Stubborn. When you understand how to live with a Leo, they can be wonderful companions and life partners. They are obstinate by nature. Another important concern that individuals have with Leos is their stubbornness. Leos want to be in charge and to be the boss in all parts of their lives. Leos keep such attitude with them throughout their life. Even if they are not selected as a leader of something, they are quite difficult to persuade, especially if it goes against their thinking. Leos can be highly stubborn and resistant to attempting new things. If you've discovered a new restaurant or pastime that you'd like your Leo friend to explore, it'll take a lot of pleading and begging before they'll even consider it. Even if they agree to leave, you'll still have to drag them out with you when the time comes. Aside from being obstinate in relationships, Leos are also obstinate in their personal lives. Even if they know something is better for them individually, they will not do it until they want to. Even if a doctor advises a Leo about the harmful effects of smoking on their health, they are unlikely to quit until they feel the urge in their own heart. It's yet another example of how Leos prefer to rule the show, both in their own lives and in the lives of others. When you understand how to live with a Leo, they can be wonderful companions and life partners. But until then, you'll just have to put up with them when they're smug and stubborn. 5. Self-centered. Most of the time, Leos are just concerned with themselves. They become hyper-focused on achieving their own objectives. Most of the time, a Leo's driven temperament works in their benefit. They know what they want and are willing to be highly inventive in order to have it. Blood, sweat, and tears are meaningless to a Leo since they are always focused on the reward. When it comes to achieving a goal, they don't mess around, whether it's for the betterment of the group or simply for themselves. When they want to do something, they're a force to be reckoned with. This attitude, though, can rapidly turn sour. If they find more profit in benefiting themselves rather than the group, they will take their own way. Leos have a tendency to be highly self-centered and only think about themselves. Because Leos are constantly chasing their ambitions, it is difficult for them to calm down and see the big picture. Others can realize when they are neglecting their personal commitments to their loved ones due to employment, but a Leo cannot. They become hyper-focused on achieving their own goals, especially when a major accomplishment is in sight. Leos can be great partners, but this is a personality trait that can quickly dampen the mood. If your partner is a Leo, be prepared to feel second best when it comes to their professional or personal objectives. Being goal-oriented is one thing, but completely losing touch with love and life itself for the sake of self-improvement is quite another. That is why Leo is the worst zodiac sign. So, what do you think of the list? Let us know in the comments down below. If you liked this video, make sure to smash that like button and also subscribe to our channel to get more awesome videos like these. That's it for today, and I'll see you in the next video.